Hi, I'm Richie B, and I'm a grateful addict, alcoholic who lives recovery. This is Inside Addiction.
Tell me how it was growing up, Richie.
The earliest I remember was just awesome. I grew up in middle-class neighborhood, middle-class parents. Father worked, had a good job with AT&T. I mean, it was like something out of a book. We went on long vacations in the summertime. I was raised Catholic, went to Catholic school, was an altar boy. It was just awesome. I had a great life.
How was school for you?
School was excellent. I went to Catholic school, straight A's, and then at that time you got an S for satisfactory conduct, and I always got satisfactory conduct.
How about any hobbies you had when you grew up?
Growing up, my dad played baseball with me. I was in a youth baseball league, football. He let me come to work with him several times. Ice skating, all the things that a healthy relationship from a father and a son should be.
So tell me about the first time you used.
Well, my dad died when I was 11, and I struggled a lot with that, feeling abandoned. And I was introduced to beer by my cousin, Alfred, and we drank a six-pack of Schlitz up in my garage, the top of my garage, and I liked the way it made me felt because I wasn't in pain for a little while.
And so how long did that last?
That was when I was 13, and I begged my mom to get out of Catholic school and go to public school. That's where all my friends went, and I begged her and begged her and begged her. And when I got to public school, it was instantly smoking pot. They say alcohol's a gateway. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. It opens the door to crazy behavior.
So tell me about some of the crazy behavior and the progression of your use once you got into that school and the progression of your use right up until the point that you realized you needed help. So tell me about the progression.
Well, Dean, it went from just occasional having a couple beers with my cousin to cutting out of school, drinking during the day, smoking pot with whoever during the day, and not going to school. By ninth grade, they told me to get out. I had a teacher, Marty Zonkin, awesome man, who put me in his prep class, and he got me through, and he understood where I was coming from. So there are teachers out there to help out. By high school, still playing lacrosse, wrestling, having a good time. Every morning when I got to school, we drank little Budweiser nippers on the front steps of my high school. And then after that, I wouldn't even go to classes. Go to gym, social studies, maybe math, so I could stay in school and I could participate in sports after. It just got more and more. Every Friday night was rec night, so everyone got polluted. Everyone. And the people that were chaperoning this, they just let it go. It seemed to be the norm. No one really raised an eyebrow over it. Where it led me after that, the year I got out of high school, we were having a party for a friend of mine. He was going to the Marine Corps and he was 18. So he was becoming 18 the night of the party. Everyone was drunk, way past what we should have been. The person who was giving the party, his parents were there, no problem. They didn't care. And we all piled up into a car looking for a bar, myself, my friend Frank, and the person who was going into the Marine Corps, Mario. And we found a bar, we drank there till 4 in the morning. We wanted to leave, find somewhere else to drink, which we didn't need to do. We all got in the car. I tried to step into the back seat with the door open on the passenger side. Frank hit the gas, made a U-turn, and slid the car around as fast as he could. I was thrown from the vehicle, and they took off. And the next morning I heard the news that they hit a parked dump truck that decapitated Mario instantly and permanently damaged Frank. And I knew I needed help right then and there. and I didn't get it. I didn't ask for it, Dean.
So you kept using.
Kept using all for the rest of my life. When I started working, always had a nice car, nice clothing, nice jewelry. I was taught young to save money, and drinking was always acceptable. And so I drank, and I drank a lot. I worked in a liquor store when I was 16 years old, so I could drink at all the bars. They all thought I was 18. That was so wrong. Anyway, then I became a garbage head drug user. I'd smoke pot, hash, opium, opiated hash, mescaline, double barrel mescaline. Never tried heroin, so I guess you'd look at that as a yet in my life. A lot of cocaine, drinking hard liquor, and this was an everyday occurrence. Every day after work, boom, go hit the bar. Every day with the people I worked with at several different jobs. And this carried on for 30 years straight.
What are some of the negative consequences that you had experienced throughout those 30 years, but yet still didn't stop using?
At the time of all that usage, and when it got worse and worse, I was constantly being pulled over by the police. I was extremely belligerent to them. I had no respect for anyone. Anyone with authority, I told them to go F themselves. So my license was taken away on many occasions. I was arrested several times. I totally screwed up the relationship with my sister. To this day, it's still the same way. With my uncle, with my mom. Never stopped. All the trouble I got in, I just didn't care. I really didn't care. The world was all about me and having fun, and nobody else. That was my goal in life, was to have a great time no matter whose expense it was at.